Hello, I'm Victoria from Alpha Digital Marketing, and I am just jumping on to talk with you about a few tips for Facebook marketing for your business. So the first thing really I wanted to share with you, and it's a question that we get asked a lot, is Facebook or Meta, whatever it's deciding to call itself now, still relevant for businesses in terms of marketing, in terms of audience? So my answer to that question is very much yes. So Facebook continues to grow, it continues to increase in audience. And if you're a UK business as well, when you actually look at the statistics, the UK has reached saturation point with Facebook. In other words, the amount of people who could be using Facebook are already using it. And that applies to younger generations as well. So there's very few businesses who wouldn't actually benefit from having a presence on Facebook. But the key with any presence is making sure that you do it really, really well. So the first tip that I want to give you is about your settings. Now, if you've been using Facebook for a while, you'll know that the only consistent thing about Facebook is that they like to change things. Quite often, you might log into the app, you'll see it looks different. You will find that settings change from day to day. Things appear, they disappear, they come back as they're doing testing and things like this. So it is absolutely key with your business page that you go through and you routinely check so that you're not missing any key settings. There are a lot of controls that people don't actually use, which are really, really beneficial for you. And this is the foundation for any other marketing. So you can do things like you can restrict profanity on your page, which obviously is dependent on your business. It's not necessarily relevant, but for the majority of businesses, it is. You can hide certain comments, you can hide words. So people will still post those words on your page, but they simply will not be seen by the rest of your audience. In terms of your about section as well, it's obviously making sure that you're not overwhelming yourself with ways that people can contact you. So it's something we see quite a lot. You've obviously got lots of different ways that you can share with how people can contact you or your business. So whether that's by telephone, website, messenger, WhatsApp, whatever. But the key with this is to make sure you only add in what you are comfortable managing. It's no good having appointments set up on Facebook. You've got leads on your website with appointment settings there. You've got WhatsApp, you've got your phone. Because if you're going to become overwhelmed having to check all those different places for appointments or contact, you're not going to manage it very well. So it's better to actually limit that. The other thing is to make sure that you're really, really utilizing the sections in there about your business. So number one, the description about your page needs to be really factual, needs to be really punchy, so that when people go onto your page, they know exactly what your products and services are. As you scroll further down, you have then got the opportunity to go into a little bit more detail about your products and services. And this applies to service-based businesses as well. So make sure you've got that information in there. So when people do go onto your about section, which they will, it's very, very clear about what you offer. Then under that section, you have got, I think it's additional information or further description. Now use that section to share with people things about your business journey, how you got started, what you love about it. What you mustn't do, well, you can if you like, but what I wouldn't recommend that you do is actually use that as a sales pitch. So what you want to work on is actually connecting with people. You want people to emotionally connect with your business, and this will really, really help you. In terms of other tips, it's also very, very tempting as business owners. I mean, let's face it, times have been tough. I mean, it's not even a year now, is it? We're approaching 2 years of a pandemic. Businesses have changed completely in the way that they operate. but we're all still chasing sales. So it's really tempting when you are sharing posts, when you're sharing images, even when you're doing videos, that you're continually encouraging people to actually buy your products and services. So, you know, buy me, I've got this offer's on. But potentially you're using a lot of negative language. So you will see many prompts on your page which will be telling you things like boost this post for £10 and reach 10,000 more people, promote your website, blah, blah, blah. You get the drift. But actually, what Facebook really wants you to do is to not put that overly promotional information on your page. They want you to use that on the advertising platform. And this is when I say to businesses, you need to step outside of your business and actually think about it from a consumer's point of view on Facebook. So if you are following a business and all you are seeing is this is on offer, that's on offer, you're not going to be driving those sales all of the time. And in fact, it puts people off. So it very much takes the social out of social media. So I would say to people, if you're walking down the street and somebody stops you in the street, which they do to sign up to their businesses, for the majority of people, it's quite off-putting. They don't enjoy it. And they're not likely to sign up to your business. And they're certainly not likely to suddenly buy products off of you. Social media is really no different. It's about building that relationship. It's about building that trust. It's about adding value. And certainly the direction that Facebook has taken is very, very much about building communities. So you need to bear that in mind with the language that you use on your posts and really work on building emotional connections so that people connect with you, they follow you, and then you can slowly pitch what you've got. And, you know, that will really, really help you. So you probably know what's coming. Next week on the 15th of December, I am running a Facebook for Business workshop. So what are we going to be covering? We will be covering those all important settings. So all the things that you need to be a solid foundation for your page. This is going to include things like making sure your messenger is set up properly. So you're not losing messages and they're not accidentally going into spam. We are going to be talking about your personal profile and how this can actually support your business profile. Because at the moment there's two different types of page profiles. So you've got the old page and you've got the new page. But the new page is slowly being forced upon everybody and the old one will be phased out. So we're going to be talking about that and how to maximize your presence there. We'll be talking about how you can use your personal profile to help promote your business and to not miss those tips and tricks when people look you up. We are also going to be talking about groups. So creating a community around your business and how you can use other groups to maximize your business exposure. So if this is something you might be interested in, if you're struggling with reach on Facebook, we're going to be talking an awful lot about content planning and relevant content for your page and the kind of things you can do. You can join me next Wednesday. The workshop is running from 10 till 12. If you can't actually attend live, obviously there are benefits of doing that because I can answer questions there and then. But if you can't attend live, you can simply book and get the recording afterwards. And you can just get in touch if you've got any questions. So we will pop the link for the workshop in the comments, but I hope to see lots of you there as usual. Thank you.